So the book of Hebrews chapter 1. Hebrews chapter 1, you can start from verse 13. It says, "But which of the angels said he at any time, Sit on my right hand until I make thy enemies thy footstool?" 14. "Are they not all ministering spirits sent forth to minister for them who shall be the heirs of salvation?" So when we speak of angels, these are ministering spirits that are sent to minister for children of God. Now, angels are also messengers of God, so they deliver messages to us. Now we have two worlds. We have the physical world and the spiritual world. We have two realms. We have the spiritual realm and the physical realm. So there are a lot of things in the spiritual realm. We only focus more on the physical, minus keeping in mind that there's another realm that exists, and that's the spiritual realm. Now, if you read in the book of Colossians chapter 1 verse 16, it says, "For by him were all things created, that are in heaven and that are on earth, visible and invisible." So we have things that are visible and invisible, but they all exist. So angels are part of those things that are invisible to those who are in the world. But to children of God, angels should not be entities or should not be spiritual beings that should be invisible to us. But in our spiritual lives or in our lives, we should be able to communicate with them. We should have that relationship with them because they are sent to be ministering spirits, sent to minister for us. So we need to connect with them. We need to have that kind of relationship. We need to interact with them. Okay, so people are only aware of the physical when they're being aware of the spiritual. So as you are walking, you have to keep in mind that there are angels around you. You have to keep in mind that they are watching over you. They are protecting you. Now, someone asked me a question to say, how can I know that truly angels are around me? Now, that's what we'll be talking about today. And I think we'll be talking about 10 signs that angels are around you. So 10 signs that angels are around you. So the first sign is this: if angels are around you, you may experience a change in temperature. So as you're worshiping God in church or as you are praying, you may experience a change in temperature. You may feel cold, you may feel warm. So it's just a sudden change in temperature. So in your location it can be hot, but you can experience coldness as you just begin to worship God. Sometimes even goosebumps may just come out of your body. So the first sign is that you may experience a change in temperature. The second sign is you may experience a breeze or a wind. So as you are praying, as you are worshiping God, you may experience a certain wind blowing on your face. You may even be surprised because this is something that's unusual. So there may not be a wind at that particular day, but the moment you start worshiping God, you can experience a certain wind. So a wind may blow on your face, or sometimes in a location you can be standing and you're ministering, then all of a sudden you can just feel a certain wind. So that also proves that angels are around you. Then the third sign is that you can also see from the clouds. So as you're walking, you may if you look at the clouds, they may form different shapes. So they may form a shape of a heart. Sometimes they may even form a shape of a human being, or sometimes they can also form a shape of something that looks like a human being but with wings. So a shape more like a shape of an angel. So as you are walking, another sign is that angels around you. You can look at the clouds and you see hearts, or you can see a human being, you can see an angel. Then the fourth sign is that you may also find feathers in unusual places. So you can find feathers in books or in your bag. So in just unusual places, and places where you didn't expect to find such. So you can just find a feather just in unusual places. So if you pray that God should open your spiritual eyes, or maybe speak to his angels that they may make their presence known to you, you may sometimes, find a feather in a place where you don't expect it to be found. Right. Then the fifth sign is you can also see orbs of light. So you can also see orbs of light as you are praying, or as you are walking, or if you're in meditation, we can also experience an orb. So they may come in different colors. It can be white, it can be blue, it can be red, but as you are praying, you may just see an orb of light. So you can be in a certain location, then you can just see a certain orb of light covering you. Or after praying, if you look at the altar, you can even see an orb of light there. That's a sign that there are angels around. Then the sixth sign is you can also see lights. So when you close your eyes and you're praying, you may just feel light in your eyes. Of course, your eyes are closed. You may even switch off the light, but you may feel light in your eyes. If you open your eyes, sometimes you can even see more like balls of light moving at a very high speed. So as you close your eyes, you may see light in your eyes, or you can see balls of light. So it just differs. Then let's go to the seventh sign. So the seventh sign is that you can, when you are alone, you can feel like you have people, let's say, behind you. You can be alone in your room, but you can feel the presence of other people in the room. What do I mean? It's more like you're walking on a path and you're alone. You can feel like there are people following you behind you. You can feel like there are people just behind you and they are with you. If you're alone in the room, then you're praying. So you can just feel presence of people when you're alone. So you can feel the presence of angels when you're like alone. Then the eighth sign, that angels are around you. Sometimes you can even hear sounds. Okay. So we all know that angels are worshippers. So they worship God day and night. So when you're worshiping God here on earth, there are some instances whereby, this happens most of the times. When we're worshiping God here on earth, angels also join us in worship. So as they join in worship, your spiritual ears can be opened and you can just hear certain voices backing you up. So it can be in a worship session, then you're worshiping God. You can hear other voices. You can hear other instruments being played. Then sometimes you can be alone, maybe you're at a prayer mountain and you're worshiping God. All of a sudden you can hear voices joining you in worship, and not just voices, but you can even hear musical instruments being played, joining you in worship. So if you look at angels, they are humble spiritual beings. The Bible says that they are wise but not all knowing. So angels, they point you to God. If an angel points you to himself, that's not an angel, because all angels are humble. So they all point you to God. So any angelic activity that takes place should point you to the Lord Jesus. So they don't want to be heroes in the scene, but they want the Lord to be known. They just execute what God says. So if you're worshiping God, they may join you in worshiping Him. Okay, then the ninth sign is that you may also experience sometimes gold dust may appear in your hands. So if you are praying or if you are worshiping God, sometimes gold dust may appear in your hands. So that shows the presence of angels. So sometimes oil can even drip out of your hands, but mostly gold dust appears. Sometimes it can appear in your hand, sometimes on your clothes, sometimes in your head. So that gold dust is the manifestation of the glory of God, because when angels appear in a place, they manifest the presence and the glory of God. So that glory of God that they radiate can be seen through gold dust. So gold dust can appear in your hands or can appear on your clothes. Then the last one, angels can also appear to you in dreams. So another way that you can know that angels are around you is that if you're having dreams and you dream of them, sometimes they can even appear even in visions. But mostly for most people, it's in dreams, because everyone operates in dreams, but not everyone operates in visions. So another way of knowing that angels are around you is that if you have dreams of angels, you can be dreaming of them. You can dream that you are playing with them, or they are telling you something. So angels can also appear in dreams, like the way they appeared to Joseph, the father of Jesus. So an angel told him in the dream that he should move to Egypt. So they can also appear to you in your dream. So all these signs that I've mentioned, they are there just to help you. So they're there just to help you be aware of angelic activity that is around you. Now you have to reach to an extent whereby you can communicate with angels, you can hear them clearly, you can see them, and that can only happen if you have the gift of discernment of spirits. That's in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 10, somewhere there. It speaks of the gift of discernment of spirits. So discernment of spirits is the one that will enable you to see angels. It's the one that will enable you to communicate with them. It will enable you to hear them the way you hear people. But all these signs are there just to make you just to be alert, for you to be aware of the angelic activity that is around you. Angels exist, and each and every day they want us to have a good relationship with them, and they want to communicate with us. Glory be to Jesus. Thank you all for watching. This is Abel Elias TM. So I would encourage you to subscribe to this channel for more videos, and like our Facebook page, Prophet Abel Elias TM. That's the name of our Facebook page. So you can kindly go to Facebook and like the page, and also subscribe to this YouTube channel for more videos. God bless you and shalom.